Who are your favorite poet?
Sir.
Who are your favorite columnists in Indian Express?
Ram Mandir Ayodhya. They say it is again a civil engineering marvel. How?
Who is Charles Korea?
Okay, Darshana, what is the sociology of this room?
Come in, sir.
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Darshana,
Yes, sir.
you are from Korea.
Yes.
Can you tell me something about Korea, why it is known in history?
Sir, Korea as a princely state. Sir, Korea was a princely state during the British rule, and they were under multiple rulers. At one time, they were also under the Marathas, and then as a princely state, and now as a district in Chhattisgarh.
You have just described. I asked you that is it famous for some, let me put it this way. Was any of the kings of this state Korea seen as much ahead of his times?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware. I'll have to read up on this.
Please try to find out.
Yes, sir.
आपकी दिलचस्पी आधुनिक हिंदी कविता में,
जी, sir.
रीडिंग आधुनिक हिंदी कविता. Who are your favorite poet?
Sir, I would say Vinod Kumar Shukla ji is my favorite poet.
Can you recite any of his poems?
Yes, sir. सर कविता का शीर्षक है हताशा. हताशा से एक व्यक्ति बैठ गया था. व्यक्ति को मैं नहीं जानता था, हताशा को जानता था. इसलिए मैं उस व्यक्ति के पास गया. मैंने हाथ बढ़ाया. मेरा हाथ पकड़कर वह खड़ा हुआ. वह मुझे नहीं जानता था, हाथ बढ़ाने को जानता था. दोनों साथ चले. दोनों एक दूसरे को नहीं जानते थे, साथ चलने को जानते थे.
What do you mean by this poem? क्या खास बात है इसमें?
Sir, I understand that poetry is about expressing what you feel. And here the poet is expressing that human bond and understanding of human emotions.
Very good. Any other poet?
Sir, Harivansh Rai Bachchan ji.
उनकी कोई कविता याद है?
Yes, sir. I remember the excerpts from it. Whole line.
मसाला, नॉट मसाला. उसके अलावा कुछ और बताइए. हाँ, बोलिए.
Yes, sir. नाश के दुख से कभी दबता नहीं निर्माण का सुख. प्रलय की निस्तब्धता से सृष्टि का नवगान फिर.
Very good. Any other poet?
सर, श्री मंगल सिंह सुमन जी.
विनोद कुमार शुक्ल के बाद बच्चन और श्री मंगल सिंह सुमन, कुछ गड़बड़ लग रही है कहीं? एकदम अलग अलग तरह के पोएट्स हैं ये.
Yes, sir. So I started reading poems in my college. So I just kept exploring different poets in modern Hindi poetry that were easy.
विनोद कुमार शुक्ल के अलावा छत्तीसगढ़ से, आप छत्तीसगढ़ से हैं,
जी सर.
छत्तीसगढ़ से और कोई प्रसिद्ध हिंदी कवि हैं आधुनिक काल में विनोद कुमार शुक्ल के अलावा?
सर,
चलिए एक क्लू देता हूँ आपको. जिन सज्जन की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ पॉलिटिक्स में भी बहुत एक्टिव थे.
sorry sir, I'm not able to.
आप श्रीकांत वर्मा को पॉलिटिशियन नहीं मानती हैं, कभी नहीं मानती. ओके. अखबार कौन सा पढ़ती हैं आप?
सर, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस.
इंडियन एक्सप्रेस. एंड व्हाई सो?
Sir, I started reading newspaper in my college, and this was the paper that was introduced to me by my seniors, and I started. I developed the liking towards it.
The seniors introduced this paper to you because you were interested in UPSC or because of some inherent quality of the paper?
Sir, I wanted to know about the national and international affairs, and second thing that they told me was the language of Indian Express. It's very nice and formal, so it will help me to build my
Well,
vocabulary.
this is something which was told once upon a time about statesmen, and now people who want to improve their English these days read the Hindu, not Express. Your comment?
Sorry, sir, I have not read the statesman, so I don't have the required knowledge.
स्टेट्समैन तो भगवान जाने अब छपता भी है या नहीं लेकिन हिंदू सिद्धू के बारे में क्या ख्याल है आपका?
Sir, I have read the Hindu 1-2 times, and sir, I believe that we can read only one newspaper. So I am more inclined towards Indian Express, not a subject.
Who are your favorite columnists in Indian Express? You understand columnist?
Yes, sir.
Give me a couple of names.
Sir, I enjoyed reading the Sunday column of Tavleen Kaur ji. Tavleen Kaur ji, the Sunday column.
William Singh you mean,
Sorry, sir, Tavleen
not
Singh.
Kaur. She is a Kaur but she does not write Kaur.
I apologize, sir.
Okay, all right. आगे चलिए और
Sir, second is Pratap Bhanu Mehta ji. And sir, Ashok Gulati ji, especially because his analysis of Indian agriculture, I enjoy reading that.
okay. Some people are very disappointed from the point of view of agriculture. Some people are very disappointed with the current budget. Some people have actually commented that the budget almost does not even mention Kisan. Your comment.
Yes, sir. For agriculture, the disappointment might come from that only a scheme for high value crops for cashew, cocoa, coconuts, sandalwood was given in the budget. So the disappointment might come from that. But sir, I believe that we already have a lot of schemes, already a lot of infrastructure fund that are there, and we need to operationalize it. And
Last question from me. You are from Chhattisgarh.
yes, sir.
A lot of Kabir Panthis in Chhattisgarh, right? Which is the famous mutt in Chhattisgarh, Kabir Panth mutt?
Sir, I'm aware of Guru Ghasi Das ji, who is associated with Satnami Panth.
I am talking of Kabir Panth, not of Satnami Panth.
I'm not aware, sir. I'll read upon this.
Your surname is Baghel.
Yes, sir.
A Baghel gentleman is very closely associated with Kabir in legends. Can you recall that name?
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to recall. I'll read upon this.
Okay, all right, sir.
Sociology is your optional. What are your views on, in view of the present changing society values? Is marriage a dead institute or is still relevant?
Sir, as a sociology student, I see Indian society in flux, where there are some factors which were traditional, but it is also changing. So when it is changing, when I say it is changing, I mean that there are more acceptance of live-in relationships. There is growing acceptance of divorces and companion-based marriages, rather than just arranged marriages as they were called. But sir, at the same time, I believe that marriage is an institution. We cannot call it dead, because still marriages are ritual based in India. Families still support kids and motivate kids to get married.
Tell me, what is better? These days, there are a lot of nuclear families are there. Joint family system is also dying. Your views?
Sir, if I may say, Indian families are structurally nuclear but functionally joint. Because we are living in nuclear families, the household is mostly nuclear, where a family of a couple and a children, they are living together. But sir, at the same time, through social media, phone connectivity, we are connected to our grandparents and other relatives. So we still remain functionally joint in nature.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Functionally joint, all families are functionally joint all over the world.
Yes, sir.
That does not make them joint family.
Yes, sir.
So answer the question no. It's not just India. His question was, structurally speaking, what is your view of joint family versus nuclear family?
Yes, sir. So structurally speaking, I believe that joint families provide a lot of support when it comes to emotional support, economic support to its members. So it remains very important in Indian society. And sir, while nuclear families, some people might argue that because of its nuclear nature, it is providing more opportunities to women and children. Because women get more independence, they have less household work. While for children, they can go out and migrate out for studies. So, sir, both have their functional responsibilities, joint as well as nuclear families.
So you're from Chhattisgarh and your IFS is your third choice. Suppose you get posted in some country and during evening some casual get together, social evening, somebody asks you about the human rights issues in Chhattisgarh, that you have eradicated Naxal problem, but a lot of human rights issues are there. How will you respond to that?
Sir, I would respond that yes, we are moving towards eradicating left-wing extremism, and I believe that it is not an end, rather it's just a first step, and we are also working towards providing the best opportunities for the tribal people, and we are also working towards not violating their human rights. For example, sir, Chhattisgarh has given habitat rights to its PVTG, for example, the Bega community. And sir, through schemes like Janman, we are reaching to every end and corner. And so finally, local governance. PISA, Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Areas Act. Rules are notified, and we are empowering local governments so that they can voice their opinions regarding their rights. So we are taking all these steps in the right
We are.
direction.
You already are an IFS officer, it seems.
Yeah, so there is a situation. So, but then at the same time, you may also add on the independent judiciary is there, the human rights commissions are there, then we are a democratic country, media is open. So, none of these things are actually taking place. Yes? Okay. Since you have done civil engineering, Ram Mandir Ayodhya, they say it is again a civil engineering marvel. How?
Yes, sir. Ram Mandir Ayodhya is definitely a civil engineering marvel. And first is, sir, the use of indigenous technology. So we have invited IIT Roorkee, IIT Bombay and several engineering institutes to contribute to for the Ram Mandir. And so secondly, about the foundation of Ram Mandir. The foundation is not split. Rather, we have created a one single monolithic foundation through layers of material, so that the foundation remains very strong. And sir, finally, no no material is used for joining the structure. The technique that is used is different, so it remains very strong and very strong even in case of any earthquake. So in that sense, it is a
Basically, no iron or steel has been used. It is the interlocking system of the stones, which is a old style of using Nagara style. That is what has been done.
Okay. Rachna, who is Charles Korea? He is another Korea.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
He is a famous architect.
You are a civil engineer and you are talking of, I mean, he is one of the most famous designers and architects of the country.
Number one in the country.
Sir,
Passed away recently, but he's a legend, Charles Korea.
sir, I'll read up on this.
So, you had hired him for Western Naval Command building in Mumbai. That is really the best building.
And on the other hand, Bharat Bhavan in Bhopal. Both.
So, in budget, what is the outlay for education in the recent budget?
Sir, exact outlay I will not be able to.
Percentage terms to 5, 6.
Sir, usually the budget outlay for education is around 4%, but we aim for 6%.
This year.
Sir, I will not be able to recall. I have to read all this.
6% ideal, they are having only 2 odd percent. So, second thing observation is there is a lack of support for the poor students, like a scholarship, non-assessment, and things like that. So, do you support this?
Sir, in this current budget, I'm not sure if any new schemes for scholarship were announced. But I believe, sir, that a lot of infrastructure push for PM Shri schools has been given, and I believe that would be very fundamental for kids.
An hostel is being made in one of the ITs. Which is that IT?
Sir, I'm not sure which IIT.
Did it? So, you have talked of foundation. So, what type of foundation you will classify this Ram Mandir Foundation?
Sir, it's a deep foundation. So,
Because underneath is the water, then there is a sand, then there is a foundation.
yes, sir.
So it is a open foundation, pile foundation, or which type of piles used or not, what it is, how it has been designed.
Sir, I believe that the foundation is pile. If I remember correctly, the pile foundation is used because the structure is huge and we need strong support. But exactly,
Or satta marui, or you know it?
sir, I have read, but I'm not able to recall.
Yes, sir. Okay, Darshana, what is the sociology of this room?
Sir, if we are doing a sociological analysis, I'll take the dramaturgical perspective that we are performing roles. I'm performing the role of giving interview while to the esteemed panels, or that's the role we are performing.
Don't you see gender discrimination this side?
Yes, sir. The women representation is missing.
Okay, you tell me, you come from Chhattisgarh. What is the policy of Chhattisgarh government towards Naxalism for their rehabilitation in particular?
Sir, in particularly rehabilitation and surrender of Naxals, there is a policy of Lawn Varatu, where in Dantewada district, all the youth who have surrendered, they are given cash incentives, they are given land, they are given skilling so that they can completely rehabilitate with the society. And sir, Bastar Olympics is also organized, where
What else? Any other point?
so regarding rehabilitation, and there is livelihood employment call.
Tell me, there are two types of surrender, one with arms, one without arms. And those who have killed many civilians and paramilitary forces personnel, they have been given total exemption. Don't you think it is a violation of the right to equality while we treating the Naxals who caused so much damage to human life and the other criminals who are in the jail for a long time with but much less crime? Don't you think there is a discrimination here?
Yes, sir. I agree that it may look like discrimination, but sir, in my understanding, the Naxals who have killed other people, they were under the influence of certain people who were running the movement.
Or maybe the reasons, if you kill somebody for whatever reasons you may justify, but crime is crime. So how can we discriminate? Other people can say, I also did it because of this and that reason. I was misguided. I was under the influence of some other issue.
Yes, sir. But can we can also, sir, say that the idea of justice, we are trying to approach the crime here from a different angle, that we are providing them rehabilitation and an opportunity to be better and to be an asset to the society that they belong to, because essentially it's their village.
No, there can be two.
Sir, the question is that it seems to me that you think that Naxalites are less criminal because of a certain political ideology. So are we saying that given the right political ideology, you can have a license to kill.
No, sir.
That is my question. Why? Why? How can you discriminate between the criminals?
Why the same opportunity is not given to other murderers?
They have killed 60 plus CRPF personnel, and they are now say we are surrendering and make us free from.
Yes, sir. I agree that that is a serious problem.
Because why government is doing this?
Sir, in my understanding, why government is doing this because there has been a long history of violence in that region, and we want to put an end to that cycle, and that's why we are giving these concession as an exceptional measure.
Think over it. Think over it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, tell us about the sari which you are wearing. Something.
Sir, this is a cotton sari that I got online.
Then इस साड़ी का कोई नाम, कोई डिजाइन, something about it?
कहीं की तो बनी होगी है.
जैसा भागलपुरी सिल्क होती है.
Sir, it's called Hema sari. I'm not sure, but this is just called Hema.
Hema is the brand name or Hema is the name of the place?
Sir, brand name.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
This courier comes under which Lok Sabha constituency?
Sir, Lok Sabha, Sarguja.
No, Korba.
No, sir. Korba is southwards.
Who's the Lok Sabha MP from here?
Sir, I know it, but I'm not able to recall. I'm sorry.
Okay. Tell us, in the last 2 months, 3 prominent foreign personalities who visited India. Prominent.
Sir, sorry. May I ask in the last 2 months?
Last. Not the European Union, apart from those.
Sir, I remember the UAE head visited India. Sir, EU delegation, I remember. And sir, other than that, I'm unable.
Russian President,
Yes, sir.
German Chancellors.
Yes, sir. German Chancellor recently.
So can you tell us one takeaway from each of these 3 visits, if you can recollect?
Yes, sir. Sir, President Putin, the main takeaway was that India and Russia are looking forward to extend our trade and economic connectivity, exports and imports from Russia to India and India to Russia. Yes, sir. Sir, I don't recall any defense partnership that was.
Leave it there. Leave it there. How do you see US attack on Venezuela?
Sir, I believe that US attack on Venezuela was clearly a violation of international law, and it was against the global rule-based order, because abduction of the chief of a state is only allowed under self-defense or UN declared, if it is declared by UN.
Where the BRICS summit of this year is going to take place? Sorry?
Sir, in India.
India. Who were the founding members of BRICS?
Sir, it was called BRIC. So Brazil, Russia, India and China.
So what was the reaction of these 5 countries for the US attack on Venezuela?
Sir, the response was varied and according to their national interest. For example, Russia and China, they have clearly said that US has done the wrong thing and it is not right.
And what was India reaction? And till now, what is India reaction?
Sir, India has said that we are observing the situation very closely. We have not outrightly condemned the attack of US on Venezuela.
We have not. India has told this thing, or?
Sir, outrightly, we have not issued an official statement condemning.
They have not issued an official statement?
Sir, for condemning a US attack. We have issued an official statement regarding that we are observing the situation closely and we're working towards for the safety of Indian diaspora in Venezuela. But due to our national interest and
What is your view that why India has not condemned or India has not officially condemned US attack?
Has it actually named the aggressor?
sir, the aggressor,
Has Indian statement named the aggressor?
sir, in my understanding, we have not done that.
Answer this question.
Any reason for that?
Sir, we were trying to negotiate a deal with USA, the trade deal, and the 50% tariffs that were imposed on us. That was hurting Indian economy a lot. So, probably, sir, in my understanding, that's why we have not condemned.
ऐसा है, you are good at facts and confident, but it's just some important point, even if supposedly minor. Must understand the implications of the questions and answers.
Yes, sir.
When you say that India has condemned and all that, India has not named the aggressor. So the thing which you are explaining later on, it should have been right there in the beginning. That because of certain national interests, because of our own compulsions, we could not probably name USA straight away. Okay? Otherwise it's fine. Good. Very good. और ये फॉर एग्जाम्पल आधुनिक हिंदी कविता वाला मामला, तो विनोद कुमार शुक्ल के बाद सीधे सुमंगल सिंह सुमन और लगता है.
Yes, sir.
दोनों अलग बहुत अलग कैलिबर के कवि हैं.
जी, sir.
सुमन जी कहीं नहीं लगते शुक्ल जी के आगे. ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो विनोद कुमार शुक्ल के अलावा मुक्तिबोध भी छत्तीसगढ़ के थे.
Oh, yes, sir. Rajnegaon. Yes, sir. Now I remember. He was.
श्रीकांत वर्मा राज्यसभा मेंबर थे और कांग्रेस के जनरल सेक्रेटरी थे
Yes.
जमाने में. ओके. और केवल छत्तीसगढ़ की बात नहीं है, और भी बहुत सारे कवि हैं हिंदी में और दूसरी भाषाओं में. तो ठीक है, अच्छा है. एनीथिंग एल्स सर? आई थिंक गुड. चलो बढ़िया, गुड.
Maintain composer, yeah, team poet, in here.
Yes.
और हाँ, ये बड़ा सिंपल सवाल था लेकिन महत्वपूर्ण सवाल था. जब आपसे साड़ी या ऐसी किसी चीज के बारे में पूछा जाए तो इट्स नॉट द ब्रांड नेम.
Sir,
हर साड़ी का अपना, हिंदुस्तान में हर साड़ी का कुछ ना कुछ नाम होता है.
sir,
चंदेरी, तंजावुर.
जा रहे हो उत्तर पूरा थोड़ा
हाँ सर, एक्चुअली मैं दूसरी साड़ी पहन के जा रही हूँ. आई प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट. इट्स कोसा सिल्क एंड
दैट्स द पॉइंट.
आई इज प्रिपेयर फॉर.
कोसा सिल्क, भागलपुरी सिल्क,
यस सर.
ढाका सिल्क.
यस सर.
ओके डियर, गुड, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सो मच सर.